Hello, everybody, and welcome to a podcast, Don't Blame the Movies. And like always, with me is my lovely, wonderful Canadian co-host, Nicole.
Hello.
Hi. So, before we start, a little personal note. I want to thank you
Me?
for proofreading my short story.
You're welcome.
This has been an really immense help because you noticed it. I made a mistake or two sometimes, more grammar wise.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, you posted it and then there were still some errors you didn't fix.
Then these were errors you didn't send me.
Yes, I did!
Yeah, tell me one.
You started the sentence with, and so, and I was like, no, I scratched that out.
Maybe I ignored your suggestion. I don't know anymore. I have to look at the sentence.
I think you did. I was like, I had to go back to look, and I was like, I think he ignored it. I was like, whatever. Let him do him.
Oh, let my stylistic choices alone.
It's fine.
Yay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Are you excited to read /proofread my second part of the story?
Yes, I am, because it's like it just ends, and you're like, yep, I'll do the rest in like the new year. I'm like, yep, thanks for that one, jerk.
Well, I thought this is
This isn't a series like a finale or something, like leaving someone on a cliffhanger. That's what you're doing to me.
But to be honest, this was actually intended from minute one when I start writing it.
Like, to leave me on a cliffhanger until next year?
Everyone, yes. And you can be very happy because you only have to wait until next year. It's like a few days away. The original thing was posted in October 2013 and part 2 was posted in March 2014. So, yeah. There was a longer wait time for this.
So send me the link to the original and I'll try my best to translate it. There's Google Translate. It'll take me a while, so.
Yeah, no. It's better you have to wait.
Why are you such a jerk?
Anticipation. Anticipation.
Is it because you had to wait 40 minutes?
You know,
Whatever.
someone here left the other one waiting for 40 minutes because they had a phone call with her sister for 5 or 10 minutes.
I can't help it if she freaking talks. I love my sister.
Yeah,
she's awesome.
Shout out to your sister.
It's, to be honest, once you get us together in a room, it's just we both don't shut up, and it's, you know what I mean. It's we talk about ridiculous shit over and over again.
Wait, more ridiculous than you talk already?
Yeah, it gets worse. It gets worse. I told her I wanted to take a photo of for my IG, but I won't tell you what it is. Well, maybe I will, or maybe I'll leave you on a cliffhanger. And I said I needed her help. I was like, I sent her a message. I'm like, hey. She's like, yeah. I'm like, I need your help to take this photo of me. She's like, okay, sure. And I said, wearing only this. And I sent her a picture of it. And she was like, oh my God. And she was laughing so hard. She's like, I will do it in a heartbeat. Oh, it's going to be great.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm curious now about this and only this.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm like, and if you don't, I told her I have a tripod, and I said I'm gonna do it on your front lawn, so it's gonna be funny. I'm gonna put on a show for her neighbors.
Okay.
So yeah.
So anticipation
So,
is both great with every one of us. You for
mm-hmm.
reading my part 2 of my story, and me for seeing the picture you wanna take.
Yep, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be beautiful. Oh, I just
Yeah,
wanted to
okay.
wait until my puffiness went away. So my cousin was like, "Why don't you just contour that shit with makeup?" I'm like, "I could, I totally could, but I just want the puffiness to go down." So,
Okay, okay.
alrighty.
One more thing, because just how... Let's ask this way. Um, how is your relationship to torture porn movies, like Hostel, Saw, and something like that?
Porn? You consider Saw porn?
Torture porn.
Oh,
That's the subgenre. I know
you know what?
you're not this horror movie guy, but it's not only horror. There's subgenres like werewolf movies, vampire movies, torture porn, slasher, splatter.
You know, I don't know. To be honest, about like torture porn, like, like you're talking about like which one was it? The Grotesque movie? Is that what?
Yeah,
I'm probably not.
that counts as
Is,
torture porn too. Yes.
yeah, like when you were telling me about it, I was like, kind of good thing I didn't watch it because I didn't think I'd get into it. You know.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Oops.
But like Saw, like the movie Saw, like I'm not a big fan of that franchise. I don't like it.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm gonna have to say the boys agree with me on this one.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say you're not having a good time translating part 2 of my story.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah.
I think it's okay. I can read it and like visually like see it, whatever. But I'm like, I don't know. Just let me read your story and then we'll go from there, okay? How about we just send a copy to me now?
Yeah. Oh, you're going to hate it. I know it.
All right. Let us continue on.
Let us start with the movies.
Oh, I thought we were going to discuss your whole book.
It's not a book, it's a short story. And it's only a two-parter. So
This is why I'm not a writer.
why?
Because I'm not the best at writing, but I'm good at reading.
Well, the few texts you sent me, they are pretty good. You just need more, I don't want to say confidence, but yeah, let's say confidence in writing and experience itself, and it's getting more awesome. Let's call it this way.
I'll leave it to the professionals. And I'll just read the content. I love reading. So
Okay.
alrighty.
Okay.
So
then let's spin the wheel to choose a movie we're going to discuss now. And our first movie is, well, it's good, it's mediocre, and it's meh. I'm talking about the Ghostbusters movies.
it's my favorite.
Yeah, the first one is my favorite too.
Oh my goodness. I love Ghostbusters. Okay. Fun fact. As a kid, I used to watch Ghostbusters over and over again. Indiana Jones, Star Wars, and Mr. Boogedy, and it drove my parents nuts. Because I would watch, yeah, big time nerd. I would watch it, and then I'd be like, again! Then start it all over again. And then, like, of course, as a normal kid, I'd be outside playing with friends and stuff. But I absolutely love Ghostbusters. The first one is obviously my favorite, hands down. The second one is, it's okay. You know what I mean? It was like, I'll watch it, but it's not a favorite.
Yeah, it's mediocre, like I said.
The remake, it had funny moments to me, but like, to be honest, I get it. It's like the whole like girl power, but honestly, it was And then, but the new one that was supposed to come out and COVID ruined it. I've been looking forward to so much. You have no idea. So
Yeah, after this flop of 2016, I'm looking forward to a new Ghostbuster as well. Because
Uh,
it can only go up from here, to be
oh,
honest.
well, I do have to admit, I did like in the remake that at least that they had the original cast in it. You know, little cameos here and there. I did like
Yeah.
that.
Yay.
Um,
Yes.
Obviously, they couldn't have Egon in there, right? Because
Yeah,
he passed away.
obviously.
It was kind of funny because last year, a friend and I we were talking about Ghostbusters, and he was like, "Which one's your favorite?" And I made him guess, and he was like, He's like, "You love Jeff Goldblum, so it has to be Egon because they're both nerdy." I'm like, "No,
Oh.
I'm all about Venkman. I've always been about Peter Venkman, always. My favorite." And everybody loves Peter, right? Like, who doesn't?
Yeah, because everybody loves Bill Murray. Like,
And you know what? When they came out with the cartoon, oh my god, I used to watch that all the time too.
yeah, yeah.
I love the cartoon. Oh, and that throws in same with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I used to watch that one all the time too. So,
Yeah, but here I only watch the cartoons and not the movies because they were really shitty. Let's be honest here.
what?
Well,
You didn't like you just said the Ghostbuster movies were shit.
no, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh my god. No. The original ones were good. Like the first like when they had the jumpsuits and stuff were good.
Uh,
But then they brought in that like the samurai one that was like the third one that was shit. No, weird. No, you are gonna rewatch them.
no, I'm not.
End of discussion. End of discussion. You want me to translate your story? You're gonna rewatch them.
I'm gonna rewatch the cartoon series of Turtles.
Anyway, new podcast host. Still looking for one.
Yeah,
Bill Murray, if you're
ask Mr.
listening,
Splinter.
Bill Murray, hello. What was I gonna say about? But yeah, and it's kind of funny because the first Ghostbuster movie, my sister and I joke around. I'm gonna throw my sister in there, because you know they're the demon dogs in it, like the gatekeeper and the keymaster. In the shadow, my dogs kind of have that head shape. I'll have to show you. It's kind of funny. So
Okay,
when you're for
I think,
Halloween,
yeah, I
go ahead.
think I
Sorry.
can see it. Yeah.
Well, when you're for Halloween, my sister's like, you should dress up as Gozer and then dress the boys up as the demon dogs. Like do like the horns and stuff. And it was supposed to be for we have like over here, we have a charity event around Halloween. It's a 5K. You go and you bring your dogs. You dress up in Halloween costumes. But it ended up raining out that year, so I just never did it after that. And they're kind of old. They're kind of getting old, and they don't really care for it. So
The ones who do the charity or the dogs?
the boys, they don't really care about being around like other dogs. They're more just like, and same thing with like dressing up. I used to dress them up all the time, but now they're like meh.
Okay, get it.
Anyway, back to Ghostbusters.
You know,
who's your favorite Ghostbuster?
Wankman, of course. Is this a real question? Hello.
It is a real question. So.
Okay, difficult question.
Okay.
Who's your favorite new Ghostbuster from the girls?
It's kind of tough. I think I like Holtzman because I can relate to Holtzman. I'm like her, kind of weird, quirky.
To be honest, I have no idea who that is. Like, which actress is it?
Oh my god, why can't I remember her name? I'm like drawing a blank.
Is it the blonde one? Is it Kristen Wiig, Melissa McCarthy, or the black one?
It's the one with the... Okay, hold on. Let me... Ghostbusters cast. I'm Googling it right now. Yeah, because it's like I'm drawing a complete blank. It might be because I worked midnight. Kate McKinnon.
Okay, so the blonde one. Okay.
Yes.
I mean, okay, first of all, I think I have to address this because...
Oh, hold on. Fun fact. She's the same age as me. Go on. Continue.
Oh, she's 40?
I am not 40, you dickhead.
You're close.
Okay, go on. Sorry.
Because always when especially men criticize this movie, it's always, yeah, you're sexist and just because women and yada yada. I don't want to say, with all my criticism here I have for this movie, it has nothing to do with the fact that basically girls replaced the male cast. I don't care about it. I just think they all suck as actors in this role. And when I rewatched Ghostbusters, the original one, I noticed why I didn't like the female version of Ghostbusters. Or let's call it just Ghostbusters 16 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the original one you had, let's call it, two serious scientists like I'm drawing a blank here. Like Egan and what's his face?
Did you say Egan? It's Egon. Sorry.
Sorry. Then Aykroyd. What's his name? Why am I drawing a blank here?
Ray.
Thank you.
Ray Stantz.
Yeah, Stantz, exactly. Ray and Egon are the scientists here. And Venkman is more like let's call it the comic relief of this party. While in Ghostbusters 16, everyone tries to be funny, and that is what it didn't really work for me. And I'm sorry to say this, but I fucking hate Melissa McCarthy. She is so not funny.
You know what? You're not the first person I know to have said that. Like, my friend's husband, he'll say he can't stand her, and I like her. I like her roles. I love her in Bridesmaids. I think it just must be.
Wait. In Bridesmaids, she was awesome, but in Ghostbusters, no. Because you had this. I can't remember the scene exactly. Okay, there were more scenes, but it's something like, yeah, exposition. Oh my god, I only got one ton in my soup. Like, okay, and the structure of this exposition is gone. It's just thrown out of the window for a cheap joke. This is what annoyed me the most in this movie. These fucking cheap jokes. Look, like in the original Ghostbusters, jokes were organic, were flowing from real feeling dialogues that the four of them had. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, I know.
Ghostbusters 16 is more like an, 2-hour-long SNL sketch.
Well, they're all from SNL.
Yeah, and like, that's the problem, probably.
I like them, and then I do have to admit, though, Chris Hemsworth was it. I think he did a great job as playing a dumbass, though. I have to admit. Come on.
Yeah, but then my next question is why?
What do you mean why?
Why does he have to be a dumbass? I mean, in the opposite.
Because I think.
Yeah, but in the opposite, in Janine wasn't a dumbass as well. She was pretty smart and in her sarcastic way pretty funny too. Yeah,
but why make him gorgeous and like smart? You know what I mean? They wanted to make him like the pretty dumb boy who like like I remember the scene where which picture makes me look like a doctor? Me playing the saxophone or me listening to the saxophone? And like his name, Kevin!
Okay, you see, that is what I see. Okay, this is kind of funny. I can laugh about this. Okay. But then I think, I don't know if he bought it or if they found it. I don't know. He had this gong in their building. And when he took a swing at the gong, there was this loud noise. He held two fingers to his eyes because it was so loud. It's like, it doesn't matter how dumb you are. You know how basic body functions work. Like, this is this is, I don't know, this was too much for me. This was, I think, one of the things that pretty annoyed me.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay. To each his own.
Yeah.
To each his own. That's what we'll go with. Okay, so then if you had to rate the new one, what would you rate it? The remake.
2 out of 10.
I knew you would say something like that. I knew you would.
Yeah, it was, I don't know. I feel like
I give it a 6. Sorry.
Okay.
But go ahead. You were going to say something.
Yeah, I don't know. It felt like it was so insulting for the Ghostbusters name and franchise and everything. It really made me sad.
The reason why I give it a 6 because like it wasn't like, oh my god, overly amazing, but to me it wasn't overly terrible. It was just like it was like it was entertaining, but it was just like maybe once in a blue moon kind of watch. It wasn't like my Ghostbusters, because it was funny. I love that. The other day you were like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Watching Ghostbusters." You're like, "Again?" I'm like, just shush. Let me enjoy it.
Yeah, but the original Ghostbusters, it's okay. You can watch it every day because it is a good movie.
It is. It is a good movie.
And
go ahead. Sorry.
I just wanted to say, maybe I'm a bit more harsh towards the movies I don't like, because I don't know. It's like 3-4 years ago, I found 3 YouTubers which reviewed movies on YouTube, and they are pretty. I don't want to say harsh, but yeah, they are not easy on movies. Let's call it this way. So if they find flaws, they start to dig in and find even more flaws. And when I watched their reviews, I was like, I never saw it this way. And so my review process got exactly like this. When I find a flaw, I'm tending to find even more flaws, more and more. But okay, 2 of the channel's names reveal how they think towards movies, although they don't dislike every movies. But like I said, they are pretty harsh, because one is called I Hate Everything, and the other channel is a Canadian channel, actually, and it's called Your Movie Sucks.
Your movie sucks.
Yeah, but he is, like I said, he is pretty harsh, but he is also pretty fair, and he's actually doing a review on The Lion King 2019 now, and what I've heard, it's over 2 hours long until now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because he did this review, I don't know if you know it, of Kimba the lion. Do you know Kimba?
Kimba the lion.
It's like, I think it was an Asian or Japanese cartoon with a white lion. And there was this allegations that Lion King ripped off Kimba.
Oh.
And he made a review of Kimba and was addressing these allegations, and the review was 2.5 hours long.
Oh.
But if you are really into movies and really interested in it, I can recommend his channel to you. But don't watch reviews to movies you like. You're probably gonna hate him.
Yeah. All right.
It's the same here. I mean, I already thought I was harsh giving Avengers Endgame, I think, an 8 out of 10. And he gave it a 5 out of 10. I'm like, ooh, Jesus.
The Avengers?
Yeah, the Endgame, the last one.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't like the last one. So I kind of agree with him.
Okay. Again, back to the movies. Okay. I was way too off topic now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what was happening. Okay, so let us continue.
So, let's rate all 3 Ghostbusters movies, starting with the first one.
Do we even have to ask? 10 out of 10.
I was expecting an 11 out of 10, but okay.
Oh, we can do that?
Let's say
we
10
can
out
do
of 10.
that?
No, it's over.
No, we can do that? I don't have to go on the 10 scale. I can give it more than that.
Okay.
All right,
let's say it this way. Yeah, you can give it more, but it has to be really, 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 really good, and we both have to like it. Like this much, let's call it this way. So with Ghostbusters, it would work for you giving it an 11 out of 10. Because I'm giving it.
What if I wanted to give it a 15? What if I wanted to give it a 20? There's
11.
no rules.
11 out of 10 because I think it's a Spinal Tap reference where they
turn it to 11.
Yeah, good, right. Finally, someone with culture.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 2.
That's it's a tough one. I'll give it a 6.
I gave that one a 7.
Okay. Yeah, and the last one we already said you 6, I say 2. Okay.
Yes, sir. All right, on to the next movie.
Yeah, we're already 30 minutes into this podcast and have one movie. This is Jesus.
I feel like we should have just done the whole podcast on this and then skip the rest.
Oh, let's talk about another favorite movie of yours. I don't know, probably not, but let's talk about it. Let's talk about The Grudge.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
For clarification, we watched the American remake from 2004 with Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Well, like, I didn't rewatch it because, like, one time was good enough for me, honestly. Like, the first time I saw it, like, it was a little creepy and stuff, and, like, it's creepy watching her come down the stairs. But, like, to me, it was like a one-time watch kind of thing, you know?
Wait, you didn't rewatch it?
Nope.
But I didn't rewatch it either.
You were counting on me. I was counting on you. Yeah, to me, I was like, I don't feel like rewatching it. It's.
I mean, I think it's difficult for American. No, let's put it another way. It's difficult for Japanese movies to appeal to the American market because.
But I'm not American.
Shut up. Let's call it the Western market.
Did you forget where I'm from?
Nope.
I'm from the Great White North.
That sounds racist, but it's okay.
It's whatever.
Oh yeah, the Great White. Anyway.
Continue.
I think we already saw a few Asian movies, and they are quite different to what the Western movies are like. Like in, let's call it culture-wise, because Asian culture and Western culture is pretty different, so I don't always think their movies work in Western culture as well as they do in their culture.
Sidetrack. Sorry.
Yo.
I'm gonna have to send you a link to The Great White North. It's a Canadian comedy. I don't know if you heard of Bob and Doug McKenzie. So yeah, I'm gonna send you a link to that, and that's where it comes from. It's not racist.
Okay,
jerk.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that means you didn't watch the new Grudge movie as well.
No, because I heard it was shit. Originally, I wanted to watch it, and then they were like, it was shit. I'm like, I'm not even gonna bother. I've decided now that if I think a movie. Someone recommends a movie, and shit, I'm not wasting my time. My time. Sorry.
But you don't know if this movie is shit if you don't watch it.
I heard it was shit. I read the reviews. I'm done. I tapped out. Did you watch it? No.
That's not the point here.
Yes, it is. You didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it because it's not available over here. What's your excuse?
I know a site. You could watch it off of that. So don't give me that bullshit. You go, I don't know where to find that. Here, watch it from here. Boom, done. Don't make excuses.
Yeah, okay, it's available over here. I know it.
Yeah, of course it is. Or I'll send it to you. I'll buy you a copy. I will buy you a copy and I will mail it to your ass.
But I can't watch that.
Yeah, I can. I'll order one of your European versions.
Too bad. Region lock. I cannot watch your movie. Seems like
you
have to watch this movie and tell me all about it.
It's called Google. I'll figure out your region and I'll send it to you. What number you under, whatever. And I'm pretty sure I could figure it out because you post a lot of your movies and it has the region number on all of your DVDs, just saying.
Yeah, but the region number is on the back and not on the front.
No, I saw it on some of them had the front, so no.
No, they are always on the back. Sucks to be
all right,
you.
No, sucks to be you. I am a woman. I will investigate. I'm going to your Instagram right now.
Okay. Did you watch the original, the Jew one?
The Asian one?
Yep.
Nope.
Okay, it's
Your region number 16. Got it.
What? No. A fun fact: this is not a region number. This is the rating, like rated R or rated 17.
That's what that means on these things?
Yep. It's like we don't use funny letters like PG or PG-13.
Right.
We put on the age of the recommended age you have to be to watch it. Like in years, not in funny letters like PG. What the fuck does PG mean?
I found it and I just sent it to you. It's on The Dead Don't Die. It's 15. Boom. You're welcome.
Nope. I can tell
yes, it is.
I can tell you what this is. And this is because it's an UK import. It's their rating.
Yeah, but that means you can still watch it. Why would you buy that then?
Yeah, because UK is in Europe or in the Europe region.
Okay, you also have some that have 18.
There are 3 regions. It's like America, Europe, and Asia.
Whatever, I'll Google it. I'll figure it out.
I could tell you, but it's much more fun than this.
You're gonna get a shitty movie. You're welcome.
Oh no, you're going to send me Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Please don't.
I might have to. Okay.
Anyways,
so what would you rate The Grudge then?
The remake, the original, or the new one?
The Sarah Michelle Gellar one.
I'd give it a 6 out of 10.
So did I.
Yeah, see, we both have pretty good taste in movies. Even though we sometimes don't agree, but most of the time we are pretty cool.
I mean, I'm pretty cool. Let's not get too carried away.
Yeah, we talk about Midsommar and Lighthouse and stuff like that. Yeah.
Why are you gonna bring those ones up? Continue.
Because they are good, and you are, I don't know, shithead.
Oh.
Moving on. Next movie.
Okay.
Okay, good. I'll let you start on this one. Because you watched it recently. And I'm not sure if it was a first time watch for you, but we'll find out. The Ghoulies.
Oh, Ghoulies. Yeah, you know what? It's not a first time watch for me.
Okay, I wasn't sure. So, yeah.
It's okay. it's no Gremlins. I'm like Gremlins all the way. Like it's entertaining, but sometimes it can be boring for me. So,
Yeah,
I'm more
I wrote
I'm
it
more
down.
Gremlins.
It was a pretty slow start, to be honest.
Yeah. Was this the first time watch for you?
Yeah, basically. I mean, I think I saw it way back when I was way too little to watch it. But I couldn't remember anything, so
Aww,
I rewatched it.
a
And I was,
little dork.
shut up, you're like, I don't know, 5'1" here. You're little.
5'3". But
Ooh.
continue on. Continue on.
I wrote down the acting was bad from minute one.
Mm-hmm.
It has a very slow start.
Mm-hmm.
Then, of course, we discussed this earlier. It is basically a low-budget Gremlins.
Mm-hmm.
But although it was low budget, the effects were from meh to okay. Like
Mm-hmm.
I think the Ghoulies themselves looked pretty okay.
Cute little puppets. Cute little guys.
Yeah, it could have been worse.
um yeah, like it's okay. Like obviously it I felt like a little bit kind of like Gremlins kind of thing going on because you got these cute little things, but to
Yeah,
be honest, it's not a favorite. It's like I know a lot of people do love this movie, but it's not really
yeah.
one that I care much for.
I thought the kills were not this exciting either. They were like
No,
okay, and then this
no.
weird scene with the tongue. This was like okay. It looked weird.
Yeah. All right. So what would you rate this one? Because I don't really have a whole lot to say about this one, to be honest.
Yeah, me neither. I was more like watching and okay. Geez, this movie is running and nothing has happened, so I'll give it a 5 out of 10.
That's what I did actually too. 5 out of 10.
See? Told you. Same movie
Mm-hmm.
taste. Good movie taste.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, next movie. Do you wanna guess which one the next is?
The Carl Urban one.
Almost. It has, although it has a sexy guy in it as well. It's Godzilla.
Oh, Godzilla.
Godzilla. Godzilla.
You said it. Yeah, I had to ask you which one. I was like, because there's so many.
I should have said everyone.
Oh my god. I did not want to watch them all.
Did you watch? I mean, obviously, I think everyone saw one of the old movies from Godzilla, even if they want to or not. But everyone saw one of it. And
Yeah.
did you see one of the newer ones?
Which newer one?
I think it was 2013, 14.
Was that one with Matthew Broderick?
No, this was I think 98.
Okay, so then you're talking about the newest one. Okay, yeah, I did see that one.
Okay, so I think this with Matthew Broderick was from Roland Emmerich.
Mm-hmm.
And let me just check. Oh, it was 2014. Okay.
Really? Holy crap.
I mean, not the Matthew Broderick one, but the other one. Let's call it this way.
Sorry, I yawned.
Yeah, I've noticed. I'm sorry, I'm boring.
Very boring.
Have you seen?
Okay, so
have you seen Godzilla King of the Monsters from 2019 as well? The sequel to the 2014 one.
I have, but you know what's funny? I don't fully remember it.
Okay. Yeah, it's.
You know,
I don't know.
I like Godzilla because like obviously he's like, a monster icon.
I thought you was going to say because he's Carl Urban.
Carl Urban gets a 10. Anyway, no, like he's like a monster icon that we all know of, right? Like this huge, gigantic, like dinosaur beast, and like he obviously destroys a town and stuff like that. So I absolutely like loved it. So when I asked you which one are we watching, you're like the original. I was actually happy with that, like the very first one to watch, because like you know what, like okay, we got all these remakes, all these sequels, and blah blah blah, but nothing beats the OGs, and you know how I like the OGs.
Yeah, and to be honest, even back then, some of the sequels were kind of ridiculous. Like with, what was it, Mecha Godzilla, and I don't know. There are so many Godzilla movies, and they are so
But
stupid.
you gotta admit though, it's pretty cool like watching. Did you rewatch it?
Yeah, it was like, I don't know. Uh, Holy shit, is this movie old?
Yeah, but like you got to think about it. Like, okay, so it's kind of cool to go back to watch those type of movies because you get to see like their special effects and the way they did things, and you're kind of like, holy shit, they were very creative with what they did. So
Oh
like
yes, they were.
with like so like to make this guy like massive and the special effects that they did with the cameras and like just everything, it would like it works well with it, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you know, obviously people growing up in that era were just like, wow, this is crazy. I was scared, whatever. Cause like I remember my mom talked about this like when I was a kid, and she was terrified of it. Like my mom's not a big fan of scary movies. It's funny, like, cause if she'll come over, or if I go to the mall and I'm like, oh crap, I want this movie, and I pick it up. My mom's like, oh, you're picking up another one? I'm like, yeah, I love these things. Like my mom loves movies, but she's more about like romance and stuff. So like she did love Godzilla growing up, but to her that was terrifying.
Okay, okay.
So, but like when I look at it, I was like, I get it. It would be terrifying back then, but now you look at it and you're like, it's not really scary. But the special effects that they did then was amazing for it, you know, compared to now, because a lot of it's like CGI stuff.
Yeah, of course, of course. For back
So,
then, it was really amazing. Yeah.
okay, so did you want to rate this one, or do you want to still keep talking about it?
Um, I don't know. Do we have anything to say about it except for, oh, it is so awesome?
No, I don't really have much more to say about it, to be honest. And like I don't feel like we need to go in detail about like all the sequels and stuff like that, just because there's so many.
Oh yes.
Like Godzilla is Godzilla no matter what. You know he's going to be this big beast that's going to destroy a town, and you know.
But I just remembered, I thought it was funny that the Godzilla even had this crossovers. I mean, crossovers back then were, I don't want to say rare, but yeah, kind of rare, especially between two big, let's call it movie franchises. Like,
Mhm.
um, was it Frankenstein versus Wolfman or something like that? I can't remember.
Yeah,
Okay,
where they cross over like the Universal
yeah.
monsters. There's a lot
And
of those ones too.
same with Godzilla versus King Kong. I mean, both were like icons in their movie world. Let's call it this way. And then they
I'm
clashed.
It's funny that you mention him because I have a feeling we're going to be talking about him in the next year, King Kong.
Really?
I have a feeling someone's going to say King Kong.
But King Kong, is King Kong a horror movie?
No, but I don't think Godzilla is a horror movie, but someone said it, so.
I think I googled it. That's why I put it on. And I think there was something like, oh, it's horror. It's okay. Wait, let me check again.
It's like I would say like a sub-genre of horror. I get it.
Sci-fi horror, says Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
Oh.
All right. Oh,
Oh.
oh, oh, oh.
Hot, 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 hot.
Okay, what would you rate this one?
Yeah, I give it 9 out of 10.
Good for you. I gave it an 8.
Yeah, it's okay too.
Mhm.
So, moving on.
Next one.
And the next one is something to talk about. Wait, I have to check my notes. You can start to talk about. It's called Grotesque.
I don't have notes on this. Okay, because you remember, I started watching it and then I messaged you within the first 5 minutes and I was like, yeah, nope, not watching it. And you said, why? And I said, because it's a shaky camera and you know how I am with shaky cameras. I'm not getting sick.
Yeah.
So it's this one is all on you. And I'm not like knocking the movie. Like I'm sure it was probably a good movie. But I just couldn't. Okay, that sounds as otherwise, but I couldn't do it because it's like those movies make me sick. So,
If you want, we can pause the podcast here. You skip the shaky cam, watch the movie, and then we come back and you tell me everything about it.
why do you want to pause it?
So you can watch the movie.
No,
No, I don't want to.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, no.
Unless you want me to take like a whole week or so, because I remember I watched a movie. It was really good. It was with Jake Gyllenhaal, and they were police officers, but I forget the name of it. I'm drawing a blank right now. But it took me a week to watch it.
Okay.
But it was so good. So if you want to wait a week,
Yo,
there you go.
No, this movie is not good. Like I said, you are not into this torture porn shit. So if you didn't like Saw and Hostel and stuff, you won't like this one either, because it's basically just a couple, more or less, that gets tortured. That's the main storyline.
That's it. So, like, what did you think of it, though?
I was sitting there and was like, okay, they get tortured, and I'm sure. I don't know. In the middle of the movie, a plot comes around the corner, and everything makes sense, and the plot didn't come. So I thought, okay, I watch a bit more. Maybe there's an explanation. The explanation didn't come. So I thought, okay, I'm halfway through this movie. Let's watch it till the end. Maybe an explanation is given at the end. The explanation didn't come. So,
that's a disappointment.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's only torture porn, and the problem is, at least for me, like, torture porn movies only work when you have some empathy for the characters.
And you didn't have any for the characters.
No, because they were just, I don't know, there. I didn't know them. I didn't know anything about them to feel with them. I just thought, sucks to be you.
Oh.
But I'll give you a quick rundown of of things that happened. They were, let's call it this way. They were both tortured by this, I think it was a doctor or something, and I don't know why, but I think it was the first 20 minutes or so in this movie. He undressed her. How do I say this YouTube friendly? Let me think. He played with her lady parts with his finger. And the guy who was on the opposite of her, they were both, like I said, chained to a table or something, like standing up but chained down. He then went to the sky, jerked him off, and let him come on her from the distance. Like, what the fuck am I watching here? And then the real, like, let's call it the real torture porn started, with cutting off her nipples, making a chain out of their fingers and give it the other one around the neck and stuff like that. Cutting her arm off with a chainsaw, nail his balls to the table, poke his eye, remove his dick.
Who recommended this movie?
I don't know. I have to look it up and then block this person.
No,
No, I don't.
I'm sure they had good intentions. Maybe they liked it. Maybe they're into that kind of movie. Who knows?
Yeah, but for me, I mean, the visuals were okay at best, but the sound effects made it a little bit funny, to be honest. Because when he was sawing off his dick, I mean, you don't really see it. You only hear the sound, and it is like this.
Was he screaming? How did that make you feel? Were you uncomfortable? Did you look him in the eye?
This is a point for later. This comes. Hold on. But they didn't show as much gore as I expected. But they showed stuff like his cut off penis and so on. So it's like, yeah, okay, I've seen better, but okay. And then, because you mentioned it, I even wrote this down. Don't people scream in pain anymore? Because the final task was, in order to let them both free, he tied down this girl again at the, I don't know, wall, anything. Let him free. He is badly injured. Remember this? Like nails through balls, no dick, blah blah blah. Then he cut open his stomach, put his what's called intestines out, put them over a hook, and said, "Okay, there is a scissor in front of you, and if you can free her, like your girlfriend, or I don't know, I didn't care, then you both are free." So this guy crawled over the floor in pain, didn't scream the entire time. I mean, hello, his intestines are out, like, what the fuck, but okay. Crawled over the floor, grabbed the scissors, cut off his intestines so he could get to the girl. Tried to pull himself up on her so he can cut her. I think it was a cloth. Yeah, he tried to cut through the cloth with his scissors, but then he noticed that the doctor had not tied her down with only the cloth, but also with a piece of wire. And cutting through a wire with scissors will take very long. So he died. That's basically it.
I'm so happy I didn't watch this movie.
Yeah, then the girl made fun of the doctor because she said, "Oh, I remember you. Your mother is a whore and you stink like your mother," and stuff like this. And he got angry, took a chainsaw, did something in her stomach, cut her head off, and then the movie ended, basically.
Yeah, I'm so happy I didn't waste my time watching it. Thanks for doing that. Thanks for taking it for the team.
Yeah. I'm
Just
so
for
happy
that,
I did this.
I'm going to send you a copy of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. A nice copy. You're such a great guy.
But please send me a copy of the series.
No, I want OG, the original movie. That was my door.
Oh. Okay.
So
what did you think about this movie?
It sounds disturbing, and I've watched a lot of disturbing movies. This one just seems like, wow.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't really get the point of the movie. It was, I didn't care.
So, with that being said, what would you rate it?
I gave it a 3 out of 10.
That's still pretty high for this description of a movie.
Yeah, it's because there is this attempt, this attempt of special effects and gore. Like, I don't only rate the plot or anything, I rate everything, and the gore was kinda okay. So if you're into this shit, watch it, and maybe you, I don't know, enjoy it, whatever, but there are definitely better movies to, in quote, enjoy than this shit. But yeah, whatever.
All right, let's pick on our next movie.
Okay. Let's see. The next movie is another... Yeah, it's another cult classic. It's one of my favorites as well. It's called Gremlins.
Oh, Gremlins. They're too cute. They're so cute. I don't care.
Well,
Even when they're evil little guys, I think they're still cute.
I mean, yeah, I think everyone loves Gizmo.
Who doesn't? Psychos.
Yeah, he is really cute.
I love Gremlins, and you know what? Growing up as a kid, though, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, the evil ones, the ones that trick him and they eat after midnight and stuff. You know, as a kid, it was terrifying. I was like, oh, they're scary, you know. But like now, you're like, they're so cute. They're little badasses.
Fun fact: I have this childhood memory of Gremlins. Which pretty annoys me, or annoyed me back then, because I remember I was like, I don't know, 9, 10 years old, and then Gremlins on TV, but after 10 p.m. But I had a VCR in my room, so yeah, no problem.
VCR, you're pretty old.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, I record the movie and then watch it next day, and let's see how it goes. The thing is, the movie they played earlier, I don't know why, but it was a little bit longer, so Gremlins started later, and it cut off before the end.
Aww.
Like, the final scene I can remember I saw was when they were in this swimming pool, I think. Was it a swimming pool?
Water fountain? Water fountain?
Was it water? At least, I know it was at the end when the evil gremlins jumped into the water and replicated like insane. While I can't remember his name, the old guy who bought the Gremlin, like Gizmo, was walking in and watching that, and I can't remember the actors' names. And
that's okay.
And the couple thingy walking in as well on and looking shocked and stunned, and oh my god, what's going on here? And then the movie cut off. And I didn't know how this movie ended.
So when did you finally watch the ending?
I think it took like forever because they haven't replayed it in like almost a year.
A year later?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And back then we didn't really have internet or something. Like, yeah, what should we do?
Also, I count this movie as a Christmas movie, just saying.
Yes, is there any doubt?
Well, it kind of goes hand in hand with Die Hard. People say that's not a Christmas movie, but it is.
Psychos.
I remember we had toys as kids growing up. I don't know where we got them from.
Jesus.
Yeah, we had Gizmo, obviously. I was well loved as a child. I don't know where they came from, though, to be honest. I remember we had them. So we had Gizmo, and then we had the other guys. And I remember those toys I didn't like. They kind of creeped me out. But
really?
Yeah, they did. I was like, oh, I don't like them, but Gizmo's cute. But I don't remember where we got them from. It was my sister and I, so I'm not 100%. I'm not sure. Do we get it from, like, McDonald's Happy Meals? You get that stuff. Did it come from that? I don't even know. Probably not.
Maybe you got it from Santa.
Santa was that mean? I'm kidding.
Oh, maybe you got it from Krampus.
Probably.
Oh, you're bad kids. Here have a little evil gremlin.
I was grounded all the time as a kid.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
But it was stupid all the time that I get grounded for. Seriously.
Uh-huh.
Stupid things.
I'm gonna talk with your mother about this. I think she has a whole different point of view about events.
It was just great. My best friend lived next door, and every day she and I hung out. And I think like a couple of times I'd just be like, "Can I go hang out with my friend?" And my parents would be like, "No," and I'd go anyway. And of course, they would call my friend's parents up, and then I'd get sent home, and then my dad would be like, "You're grounded for a week.
I wonder why.
You can't leave and like disobey us, and you can't like not tell us where you're going." So yeah, it'd be funny. The next day, she would call to ask if we could hang out. My dad's like, "She's grounded again. She can't go on the phone."
Yeah. See,
yeah,
this wasn't a
good old day.
problem I had because we didn't call each other, yeah, can we come out play or something? We just walked in the door from our neighbors. Like, my dad and my mom told me this. Like, I was known in my neighborhood, and so if I wanted to play with my friends, I just walked over, opened the door, and went into the house.
Oh, you were that annoying kid.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you're that kid, eh?
At least I wasn't grounded.
Yeah, I got grounded a lot. Well, I think it's just because like my parents are a little bit more. They were tough on my sister. Like they were more. I shouldn't say tough. They were strict with my sister and I, and then they had my three brothers, and they were pretty like lenient. Like, oh God, they're boys. But me and my sister, we get grounded for like the stupidest things, and we'd be like, come on. I think after they had us, they were just like, ugh. After, like, because they had 5 of us, right? So after a while, I think they just gave up. No. And no, I shouldn't say it like that, but I think it was just like, they were just like, whatever. They were more lenient with them. So
okay.
More so the youngest. He could get away with murder.
Yeah, I thought probably it helped because I was the youngest as well in our family. So,
Oh, that's probably why you were able to walk into people's homes, you jerk.
Yeah, I was like, yo, fuckers, what's up? I'm here. Where's the food?
That's what you said? You would go to somebody's house and eat. I feel like you're that. Okay, did you ever watch Home Alone? Please tell me you have.
What the fuck is this question?
Okay. No, or maybe not that kid. Maybe I feel like you're Dennis the Menace. Just walk in like, hey, Mr. Wilson.
Well, my dad told me, like I said, I was pretty well known in our neighborhood, and I was also walking around in the gardens of people because they had like apple trees and cherry trees and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah, you're Dennis the Menace. You're a little shithead.
And one neighbor had this little, I don't know what it's called, bush? Question mark? I don't know.
I don't even want to know.
No. With little
Was it a
tomatoes
bush?
on it. And
Was it a burning bush?
I went there and ate the tomatoes because, yeah, tomatoes, lekker. Oh, nom.
Okay, back on track. What would you rate Gremlins?
The original one, of course, a 10 out of 10. I love this movie.
I do love it, but I didn't give it a 10 though. I gave it an 8.
Ah.
I know.
Shocking. And Gremlins 2?
I give it about an 8 as well.
Really?
Yeah. I love them.
Okay, I don't know what you did, but you sound weird right now.
Sorry. I put my head down. Must have put it over the microphone. I like Gremlins. I do.
Yeah,
I really do.
But I thought the second one was not as good as the first one, so I give the second one an 8.
Well, you gave it the same rating.
Yeah, but the first one is better.
Always better. The OGs are better.
And are you excited for the third one?
Go for it.
What? Go for it.
Am I excited about the third one? Go for it. Say what you're going to say about it.
I was asking if you are excited about it.
Do I sound excited about it?
I don't know.
Do I?
You're laughing right now, so yes.
I am so excited about the third one.
So that means no?
Exactly.
Why not?
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like they can overkill things.
Like with Scream 5.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, like I'm still gonna watch it and I'm kind of excited for it, but like I feel like sometimes they overkill things.
Oh yes. I think we talked about this briefly earlier. Scream should have ended with the third part. And we're like, okay, thank you. It was
Like,
2 movies were okay, the third one was shit. It's okay. It's okay.
but don't get me wrong, I'm looking forward to the new one. I am gonna watch it and stuff like that, but I just sometimes I feel like there's too much overkill.
Yeah. I'm not such a... I don't know. I'm not excited for Scream 5.
I know some people I've met.
Scream. Because
some people I've met, they're like, please God, no. Please no more.
Yeah, but like I said, if you look, for example, if you look at Instagram, people are going crazy about Scream 5, and I'm sitting here and thinking, just no.
Don't get me wrong, I'm looking forward to like seeing it. Like, yeah, of course I'm gonna watch it because you got to continue on with the series, and I absolutely love the first one. I love Skeet Ulrich, Matthew Lillard, so I'm actually looking forward to seeing him back. Obviously, they can't bring back Skeet Ulrich, Billy Loomis because of what's his face? Oh my God, I'm like drawing a blank because he got shot in the head.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So obviously they can't bring him back, right? So, but bringing back Matthew Lillard and like some of the original cast, I'm looking forward to. So hopefully it's okay, but it's not Wes Craven. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
I think this is one of my main problems with it.
Yeah.
I mean, even when Kevin Williamson is on board, but it's not Wes Craven. And
no, it's not.
I don't know. For me, it just sounds like cash grab. I'm sorry, but no.
Yeah, it could. I kind of think so too. But I do think that there's so much overkill around it right now that it's like constantly in my face. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I was
exactly
telling you. I was telling you yesterday. I was like, I like Scream. You know what I mean? I like the franchise, but I just don't understand this overkill of why it's in my face every fucking day. I'm sorry, did I just say that? Is that bad?
It's okay. I know it was the first time for a Canadian to swear, but yeah, it's okay. You get used to it.
No, it's like every day. It's like it's in my face, and it's like I don't understand like this obsession over it. Like I love the first one, and you know, but like I feel like now it's just like it's overkill for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I don't hate on it, but like I'm like, man, like, but because I've seen so much of it lately, I'm like, once it comes out, am I gonna hate it? Am I not gonna even watch it because I'm gonna be like, nope.
I mean,
know,
I'm not hating on it either. I really hope that I'm wrong and that it gets good and amazing and everything, but I doubt it. I really doubt it. I think it will be somewhere between Scream 4 and 3 from the rating, like really low.
well, go into it low expectation. Oh, sorry, I covered my mic again. Go into it with just like, you know, low expectations and then go from there. Because if you go in with high expectations, you might get let down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I don't have any expectations in this franchise anymore as well, so...
Yep. So we'll see. Don't get me wrong. Like when I heard they were gonna do it, I was kind of like, no. And then I was like, you know what? I'm excited. And now I'm like, no again because it's all over social media. That's all I see right now.
Yeah. And
but I get it. Go ahead. Sorry.
To be honest, since let's call it the OG 3 play in it, like Sydney, Dewey, and Gale, if none of them dies in Scream 5, then I'm very disappointed.
And do you think Sydney's gonna die in this one?
I don't know, but at least one of the 3 has to die. So I can take this movie seriously. Or this franchise.
Aww. Alright, so...
Yeah, we were kind of off tracking here.
Okay, so let's continue on with our next movie.
Oh, I think this one was a first time watch for you. It was... technically I was cheating, but Incident in a Ghostland.
I actually really like that movie. It wasn't what I expected.
Okay.
Like when I started watching it, I was like, oh, it was a first time watch for me. I was like, oh, this is like, they get into this house and I'm like, this is going to be like kind of like a Texas Chainsaw kind of a thing. And she even says that in she makes like a reference to it. I believe she did say that, right? When they walked into the house. No, she said Rob Zombie's house. This reminds me of
Rob Zombie.
Yeah, sorry. So, and then obviously stuff goes down, and then it was like, bam. It's like it seemed like so many years later.
I think it was
like everything
like 6 or 16 years later. I didn't write it down, but quite some time later.
Yeah, and then it was like everything was all great, except for the one sister was like completely like suffering from like post-traumatic stress, and then it was just like boom, it wasn't even that. It was like basically we were in like a fantasy world of this one sister, and at first I was like, is this real, is it not real? Like it kind of just like threw you like a complete curveball. Like that whole like happy scenario was just inside the girl's head. In reality, they were stuck inside this house with like this manly looking woman and like this like beastly man who like does shit to them, and like they dress them up like dolls and stuff. And like I honestly thought it was really good. And like I thought at one point when they were going to get away and they had the police there, and then that manly looking woman came, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
So
I was a bit, oh, finally police, okay. And then you see in the distance, very blurry, 2 lights coming through towards the police, and they, oh my god, no, it's this ice cream truck again, or this candy truck or whatever.
But it wasn't. It
but
was
it
like
wasn't,
just a normal truck. It was a normal truck, so you were like, oh my god, okay, they're fine. And then
they got a bomb. Shot in the chest, shot in the head, and we're back again.
But she must have been tracking them and following them for that long, though, if you think about it, because it took them a bit to get to that point.
Yeah. But to be honest, the only thing I didn't like in this movie were this jump scares. They were a bit unnecessary.
Right? You don't like jump scares?
I don't mind them if they add to the experience, but I don't like fake jump scares.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Like the first one where they had this what's it called, the Chinese secret box mirror something. Where they opened it and then the door came out and scaring them and jump scare. Like,
yeah, okay.
This is what I think is a fake jump scare, because this doll is not a threat, but the jump scare suggests I should be afraid of it. And that's what I mean with fake shitty jump scares. I don't...
I will tell you what though.
Yeah, tell me
Um,
what.
I did love how the mom like put up a fight though, like such a mama bear.
Yeah,
But the one daughter just sat there and like didn't do nothing, like just hid. And I get it. The mom was trying to protect her kids. The one kid was being like, destroyed in the basement by the beastly man, and whereas the other daughter just sat there on the stairs crying. And I get it. She was probably in like shock, but fuck, you're watching your mom getting her ass handed to her. Fucking get in there.
and I kind of found it, let's say, sad when you got into this, let's call it the first dream world or whatever, where everything is okay, and then yeah, it's okay, it's fine, and then you go back to the quote real world, and you see the mom in the, I think, kitchen it was, lying with her throat slit open. It's like,
Okay, okay,
oh,
it's okay, but that threw me off. Okay, so like, yeah, you see the mom. So like, maybe I missed it. Maybe I missed that part. But how long were they there? How long were they missing? Did they say?
what do you mean, how long?
Like, how long were the girls there missing? Because like like in the one girl's mind, it was like so many years later,
Oh,
right?
I think it was the same day.
Oh, it was all on the same day.
I think so, yeah.
Because like I said, I might have missed it or something. What you want, Bubby? Because I was like wondering, like with the mom, because you brought up the mom's body, I was kind of wondering like how long was she like laying there?
No, I think it was the same day or next day, but I think same day.
Like so, yeah, within like the same like time frame, basically. Because I was
Yeah.
like, because that was the only thing like I was wondering was like, okay, because if she was there for a while, wouldn't her body start to look kind of really
Yeah.
decayish?
Yeah.
Although at this point, her body should have still looked a little more, because in that
Fresh.
process, not as fresh, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, my poopies wanted to go outside.
It's okay, it's okay.
There you go.
But on a more sad note, the actress who played the young Vera, like the blonde girl, basically,
Yeah.
she got really hurt on set.
Oh, that does happen
No,
sometimes, eh?
I mean really hurt.
Oh.
Like, there was a scene where she had to pound on this glass of a door.
Mm-hmm.
And they told her, yeah, pound harder, and then the glass broke, and it was not safety glass, it was real glass.
Ow, she
And
really pounded.
She cut her face open, like the left side of her face. She needed around 70 stitches.
Oh, shoot!
And she sued the movie because of this. She has this big scar on her jawline. Are you still
Are
there?
you? Yeah, I'm still here. Sorry, my microphone came attached. Are you serious? She sued,
Yeah.
and that happened?
Because like they had no stunt doubles and safety measurements and something like that.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
shoot. So I bet you that was awkward for the movie premiere.
I don't know if she went there.
She probably didn't. Oh, you said it was the blonde girl.
Yeah, the blonde girl.
Ugh. Well, either way, I liked the movie. I thought it was pretty good. It was a first watch for me.
I'm just I was just looking for 2 pictures. I'm sending them to you on Instagram. Not Instagram, WhatsApp. And
Okay.
I think I put them in there when I edit the segment, at least
Okay.
one of them. And what I wrote down is, this is the second, let's call it US movie, Pascal Laugier made, like the director of this movie.
Okay.
after he did Martyrs.
Oh wow, she's got a really bad scar.
Yeah, and Martyrs is... If you have seen Martyrs before, this is nothing like this one. Like, this movie is really tame compared to Martyrs. So, I'm really looking forward to when you finally can watch this movie.
Of course you are.
And the first movie he did after Martyrs is called The Tall Man, with, I think, Jessica Biel. But it's more like, okay. It's not an amazing movie, but it's okay for a one-time watch if you want to check it out.
Yeah. Okay. So
what would you rate this movie?
I gave it an 8.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
I'll give it a 7.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Yeah, I think so. So,
all right.
Only, well, technically 4 movies left, but only 2 movies left. So let's see, which is the next one? The next one are the 3 movies called Ginger Snaps.
Oh, Ginger Snaps. This was a first watch for you.
Yep, because I didn't watch Canadian movies as much.
What did you think of it?
Should we start with the first one, or do you want to hear what I think about it in general?
Let's just talk about in general, because let's just talk about them as a whole. Like,
okay. After I watched the third one, I was like reminded of Underworld.
Yeah.
Because especially, like, I mean, the first one it's like completely different from the first Underworld. But in the second Ginger Snaps, she was like, I can't remember her name. What's her name? Not Ginger, but Bridget. Bridget was her name.
Mm-hmm.
Was fleeing from this rehab hospital.
Mm-hmm.
With this little girl, and they were hiding in this old house, and it reminded me of Underworld 2 when Celine and what's-his-face were fleeing as well. And then you have the third part, where they go back in 19-something. And in Underworld 3 and Rise of the Lycans, it was like the same, it was more like medieval times.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, yeah, it's reminded me. And of course, in both movies, there were werewolves.
Yeah.
But besides from the first Ginger Snaps, the movie quality was a bit meh from looking from the pictures here. Second and third one was way better, more clear, more the colors were better.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was still entertaining to watch every 3 movies.
I do like this little movie like series. I do like the first one, obviously the OG. And I really like the third one because I always like period movies. The second one I thought was okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It was still entertaining. So, but like, I don't know. I enjoy I rewatched them because I haven't watched them in years.
Okay.
So yeah. So all in all, what would you rate these movies?
I would give him a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, that's me too. But I give the second one a 6 out of 10 because I like the third one more.
Yeah, same.
So yeah.
But overall, I'll give it a straight 7 because, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Oh, and one thing that bugged me in the first one, in like the first minute or so, this dead dog. Why? Stop killing dogs.
I know. I did never like that. We know that. I don't like that.
Oh, and then because I had to write it down so I don't forget it, it took me a while until I figured out where I remember Ginger from. But
Oh, yeah?
I was like, she looks so familiar, but where do I know her from? And then I
Where?
realized that she's a Gib from Freddy vs. Jason.
Yep.
Oh, and I knew her mother too from a little side character from the X-Files.
That's like a random thing.
Yeah, so some faces I remember, and since I'm a huge X-Files fan, yeah, I obviously knew her instantly. Like, oh my god, she is from X-Files. Oh my god, she's in this movie. That's so awesome.
That's funny. That's funny. Oh. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, and I wrote down Bridget's character feels similar to, if you have seen the movie May.
No.
You haven't seen the movie?
No.
Oh, you have to watch it.
All right, I will.
Because she's also this socially awkward kind of how do you call this? Like socially awkward girls, like no one
Odd.
really gives attention to.
Secluded, weird, odd.
No, not as adjective as there's a word for it.
Loser.
I don't wanna say it, but it's more like an ugly duckling.
That was not what I was going with, but all right.
No, like I say, it's not this, but I don't know. I know there is a word, but I can't remember it. It's mostly like, especially in teeny movies, when you have this nerd with the glasses and everything, and then comes the prom and she puts down her glasses, opens her hair, and looks amazing.
Yeah. Oh, it's like the movie. It's like that. She's all that kind of thing. You still there?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. We've been talking too long, and there might be people coming right now. So hold on a second.
Yeah, it's okay.
I may have to edit this out.
Yeah.
What are we barking at? Come on, out of the window. Let's go upstairs. They were good for so long. So yeah. Hold on. Here. I'll move them upstairs and block them in just because they'll keep going in the window now because they can't be. They're gonna be like noisy now. Because that's the way they are. They're dickheads sometimes. Okay, come on upstairs. Go. Come on. They did so well for so long. Okay, sorry. Continue.
So just before we restart, don't you know what I mean when I say like socially awkward girls? There's a name for it.
I don't know why I'm not. It's like not coming to me.
I mean, I know the German names, but they make no sense in English.
Okay. Yeah, like we would know. We would say like those ones, the ones that are like, they're not in the popular group. Is what you're basically saying. Stop. They're not in the popular group. They're very
No, I was more like this something, and then she turns into a beautiful swan.
Okay, so that's like the ugly duckling effect.
Is it really the ugly duckling? It sounds so mean.
It is. It's like the ugly duckling effect. It's like that's what it like. You know, like they're like kind of nerdy and ugly and whatnot, and then it's kind of goes with that thing where like don't judge a book by its cover, because you know, it's like she hadn't gone through her puberty yet, got into herself yet. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's like we say she's a grey mouse. I don't know why, but that's a saying over here.
A gray. I think I've heard that saying before.
Oh, okay.
I think I have.
It's like this girls who are like very shy, socially awkward, stuff like that.
And like when you say gray mouse, I get it because it's kind of like it goes with things like the white mouse are kind of prettier, and then the gray mouse is kind of right, right.
Yeah.
Even though I still think they're cute. But
Okay, so my guess with Ugly Duckling was right.
yes,
Jesus, still very mean.
yes.
So,
yeah.
where did we cut off? Yeah, okay. Very good, very good. Yes.
It was because we started talking about the ugly duckling effect, and then the boys became assholes. I'm like standing over them right now, and they're just staring at me.
Okay.
They were good for so long. Okay, I think they're going to be good now. So yeah, kind of like the ugly duckling effect.
Okay.
Because I think I got what you're going at. Because Bridget was kind of like, yeah, like she was like odd. She was very, secluded, bullied, picked on a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And she didn't really defend herself. It's always like her sister stood up for her and stuff like that.
Yeah, she was like the weaker of the two, and the sister was the alpha. You want to go with that route, the alpha. And then obviously the second movie, she kind of grew into her own, and then the third movie, which was like a whole different like period piece, she grew into herself. So,
like, for me, it felt like a little bit of like a teenage high school werewolf movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because it took place in high school.
Yeah, but it's not only that it took place, but it was only a little bit of a high school movie itself. I think it's a difference between taking place in high school or really playing it in high school with all the cliches and all the ups and downs, like rivalries and everything.
Of course, it's all like the high school stuff, right?
Yeah.
They always have to add that in, always, in every like high school related movie, if you think about it. So, but we rated this movie.
Yeah, true.
So you gave it overall 7.
Yeah. Okay, then let's move on to Ghost Ship.
Kind of funny about this one because I was like, "What are you doing?" You're like, "I'm watching Ghost Ship." I'm like, "You are." You're like, "Yeah, don't you remember you picked it for this?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I did."
Good thing I rewatched it so I could remind you to rewatch it yourself.
Well, I did rewatch it anyway last night, but I do like this movie. Don't judge me.
Yeah, it's okay. So, tell me about the movie then.
Clearly they've come across a abandoned ship with a bunch of gold, and come to find out the ship is haunted by a ghost and a demon who steals souls, who's collecting his quota. Yeah, I love it because Carl Urban's in it. a very young Carl Urban.
Yeah.
But I know you're not a fan of this movie.
Well, not a fan is exaggerated, but I think the opening kill is awesome.
Yeah.
But it would have been better with practical effects instead of CGI, to be honest.
No, I get you, but like I like the storyline and I like the basis of it. It's just it kind of goes hand in hand with like 13 Ghosts, like those genre of movies.
This is basically the second sentence I wrote down. The style reminds me of 13 Ghosts on a boat.
Basically.
Basically, yeah.
Yes. But I like it. I watch it. I don't like watch it like a lot, but when I do, I enjoy it when I do. So like last night, like I said, I watched it, even though I know it through and through. And I always love the ending, and I love like when they have like Mudvayne in the end song as he's like climbing up the ramp because it's like screw you, I still won, sucker.
Mm-hmm.
But does it surprise you though? Because he's a demon, you can't really kill him. So
Yeah, obviously.
he might have lost his quota, but he was on the verge to get another set. So
Yep, he
and
was.
it kind of like shows like he basically collects souls of like not only the innocent but people of like greed because like there's that whole scene where they show like how everybody's killing everybody off.
Yeah, right. I think they were disguised as waiters or something like that.
Yeah, and they put poison, like they were like
Yeah,
mafia
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of mafia mob kind of people. They put rat poison, and then it just went, and then it ended with the girl shooting. So it was the guy who killed all the mobsters, and then the girl killed him, and then obviously the demon killed her. So like sucker.
Yeah, with a hook to her head.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what would you rate this movie?
What would I rate it? I would give it. You ready for it? Drum roll, please. Dun dun dun. 8 out of 10, and Carl gets a 10.
Yeah, okay. I gave it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, it's still pretty good.
Yeah, I say so too.
Yep.
So,
So yeah.
I think that was every movie with G.
Mm-hmm.
And except you have something else to talk about.
I have what, sorry?
Maybe another movie to talk about.
Do I? No.
Not okay. I can't really think of one either.
Are you okay?
Nope. Yeah, yes, but I was just thinking of a movie or a series to talk about, but no, I can't really think of a horror movie with G. We probably skipped. But it's basically like always, like, I don't know, the next day I'm seeing a movie in my collection with G and like, oh my god, why didn't we talk about this?
That's okay.
Yeah, kinda.
It's not the end of the world if we don't mention it.
Oh, speaking of ending things, we have only the Christmas podcast left for this year.
Yes, sir.
And then, let's call it, we're going on a Christmas break.
I like that.
And
I do.
when do we actually want to continue? Do you have any plans, or do we like go along as we please?
I think we'll figure it out once we do the next podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we'll just announce it then.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
Yep, I think that's a good. See? Alrighty, so I guess that's it for G.
Yeah, that's it for G, and that's it for our favorite movies podcast for this year, because, like I said, the next one is special. And yeah, I guess we can say we see or hear each other at the special. And yeah, that's basically it.
Sounds good. All right, so until next time.
Yo, then bye.
Bye.